Hey there, I'm Rita Bearcat, and today I want to share with you a little bit of this modeling clay that is so super fun that I know you guys will love. But first I want to stop and let you know that I am Rita Bearcat 1 on Periscope, Twitter, and Facebook. And on Instagram, I am Rita Bearcat Art. So hopefully you will come and follow me in those places. You can also find me on YouTube as Rita Bearcat 1. Alright, so now that's out of the way, I want to show you this fun product. Okay, this is Hearty modeling clay, and it looks like this when it comes out of the package. I opened it, and you have to seal it. Once you open it, you want to put it in something, a tub or something. I just put it in this plastic bag. It is super soft, light and airy, and really easy to use and to mold any way you want. Okay, so what I did was I took a little bit of this, and let's put it back together. I'm gonna put it back in my bag here. But I took a little bit of this because it does take 24 hours to dry completely, which is why I had already done it before and I put it in here. So I took a little bit of it and smashed it down, and I used my embossing folder. I put it right in there and used my brayer right on top, right, to get this image. So now it's been 24 hours. It's still light, okay, and it's smooth. It's not hard at all. It feels, I don't know, it almost feels like a foam, okay? It's nice and bendable. So I thought, man, this would be really a fun. Once I did this, I wasn't really knowing what I was going to do. I was just kind of experimenting with it. But I thought, you know, this might make a really cool vintagey kind of looking bracelet, right? And it bends, so it's really easy to do. So let's do some painting, because once it's dry, you can paint it. Now you can mix it. I mixed a little bit of blue with this one before I did it, but it looks quite matte, and I'm afraid that because of the texture of the clay, it makes it all matte. So if you like matte, go ahead and you can mix it ahead of time. But I really want to do a shiny technique on this and kind of do a shiny buff on the top of these designs so you really see the embossed areas. So I grabbed some paint. I wanted to, you know, when you're talking about, you know, wearing something, you want to have something that is not water soluble, that's not going to, if you get water on it, that it's not going to melt all over your arm. You want something that's going to seal. So you can either paint it with whatever paint you have and then use a sealer on top, or you can go ahead and get a paint like what I'm going to use here. I'm using the Silks acrylic glaze, and these paints, once they're dry, they're permanent. Okay, and these paints can go on fabric and all kinds of different mediums as well, but I thought this would be good for this. So I'm just going to paint it a little bit here. Of course, I've got my purples and blues. I'm using this light blue. I think I'm going to use this light blue in the middle. And it has a really pretty shimmery effect to it, which is what I wanted. I wanted it to look shimmery. I didn't want it to look matte. Okay, and then we're going to take this darker blue. Whoa. I have my paint sitting upside down in my drawer so I can see the colors. And I'm just dipping it right in there and going right on top. And I do want to get in those crevices because I'm going to go back over the top with a little bit of a pop of shimmer. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do this whole thing in the blues, and then let's do the purple right on top and do that shimmer. I think that'll be cute. That'll be really pretty. And if it's a little thick, you can get your paintbrush wet. As long as it hasn't dried, it is water soluble, so it is a water cleanup, but it's not a, it's an acrylic base, so it's not going to rub off or get on your clothes if you accidentally got it wet. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Okay, so now I think what I'll do is take this purple, this one's called Snapdragon, and I'm actually going to take it with my finger. I'm going to dab it a little bit like this, because I don't want a whole lot. I just want to get on those raised areas, and I'm just going to rub right on top. And if you have too much paint on your finger, you know, then you'll get it everywhere. And I don't want it everywhere, I just want it on top. So I did the lighter color in the middle, the darker blue on the sides, and I'm doing the Snapdragon on the top. And this is so easy, anybody can do this. I mean, it's just taking this clay, putting it in your embossing folders, and you know, we all have a ton of embossing folders. It does not stick to your plastic, and then go right on top. And I think I'm even going to do the edges, because you never know, you might, you know, you're going to see the edges. Now I don't want to paint underneath because that's going to go against your skin, but I am going to go and make sure my sides are covered. Now here is also what's very cool about this product is you can cut it with a scissors. So if it was too long, if you made it too long, you can cut it down, or you didn't like the shape, like it kind of has a funky shape. You can see it's kind of, you know, going like this. It's not totally straight, and you know, if you need it to be totally straight, I understand, you can cut it down. For me, it's not a big deal. This is just for fun, right? This is for fun. This would be a fun project, like an afternoon project or a rainy day project. All right, we're gonna put our lids on. So that was Sky Blue, Snapdragon is the purple, and this light one is Sea Spray. All right, and then what I'm gonna do, I thought it would be really fun, if I can find it here. Okay, so I have a piece of elastic, right? And I'm gonna take, once this is dry, I'm going to take this elastic, somehow I'm going to adhere it onto here. I probably will, I don't know, I'm not sure. I may staple it, I may glue it. But so I'm thinking if I put this elastic on here really tight, then that way you can just stretch it over, right, and get it on. And I may even, I don't know, I cut this flower thinking I might use it, but now I don't know. Shall we paint it? Let's paint it. Let's paint it this purple, and then we'll cut it out. Hey, if we don't use it, we don't use it. We can always use it for something else. I'm gonna get this a little bit wet so that it can kind of spread, and you can see the blue is still on there from before. So we'll get light and dark, and it's just totally random. And that's okay. And so, you know, if we use it, we use it. If we don't use it, no big whoop. So it's up to you. You know, you have a flower, you can paint it to match your project. All right, I like that color. And this was a big giant ribbon, and I just cut it out. So let's grab a scissors. And the backing behind it is what's keeping that flower shape together. So we want to cut it close, but not too close so that we're not cutting into that sewn on flower and ruin our design. Okay, so now we have our flower, and I will have to wait for this to dry, and then I'll put it on there. And you know, I kind of do like it. I don't know if I like this light here. Maybe we'll wait till it dries. Actually, I think I'm going to put a little more blue here, because I think it needs, I don't know that I like that light. I like the blue better, I think. Yeah, I like the blue better. You know, and you can use whatever colors you like. You know me, I like those purples and blues. And the other day I asked Baby Girl you know, what are her favorite colors now? Because, you know, kids change all the time. And surprise, surprise, her favorite colors are blue and purple. Just like her mom. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that better. I like it. It'll be good. Okay, so when this dries, I will put it together and I will show you how it turned out. But I'll let you see up close. Hopefully it's focused well for you. And super easy, simple to do. I'll put it together, our elastic, and then I'll show you the finished project.